Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I had to get in the focus here. Guys, I covered a little bit of the story last night about Allisha Watts. She's a North Carolina woman that went missing. I think it was July 16th in North Carolina. Supposedly she went to go see her boyfriend or was with her boyfriend. And she has disappeared, and there's been a search. People searching for her. Some clues have popped up. 2 days after she disappeared, her boyfriend was found. I think it was Anson County. I think it is out there in North Carolina. Somebody can answer that in the comments. At a DMV parking lot. Now, on top of that, last night, guys, the police were searching his home. Now, I don't know. He was unresponsive in the car when he was found, right? All I know is the police are tight-lipped. We don't know if he's locked up in custody or what. And that's the part that's strange about this whole thing. A lot of people came down in the charter bus and they want answers. I'm ready. The police going to do their job. But with me having a little bit of knowledge of how police work, I think they have some evidence and they're waiting for something to come back, like a DNA test or something like that, and it's prolonged. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to play this video clip with the newest details. We'll come back and talk, and I'm going to tell you why I think, honestly, they're searching his house for something that they don't want to tell nobody about. And also, I think Anson County, where he was found, where the DMV is most likely where Allisha Watts is located. And I'll tell you why. But go ahead and check out this video clip. We'll come back and just do what we do.
Right now, though, we have to turn to some new video that is shedding light on the investigation into a missing Moore County woman. This video WCNC Charlotte has obtained shows CMPD officers at the home of Allisha Watts' boyfriend last night. You'll remember, of course, we've been detailing her story for several days now. She's a 39-year-old woman who was last seen on July 16th leaving with that boyfriend, James Dunmore, in her car. That car was later found in Anson County with Dunmore inside. Police say he was unresponsive. WCNC Charlotte's Jane Monreal is joining us live now from CMPD headquarters. Jane, you've been digging into this search in particular. Have you been able to learn anything about what happened last night, what we saw in that video?
Yeah, a little bit, Vanessa. I did speak with a friend, a close friend of Alisha's who lives in Moore County. She says when she heard CMPD investigators were in and out of that house last night, she called her sister who lives in Charlotte to go by and get that video and get some cell video. And then that friend sent me that video this morning. An uneventful Thursday afternoon in the University City neighborhood of James Dunmore. The man, family and friends of Allisha Watts say she was dating for the last several months. A different scene, however, late Wednesday night.
I'm in front of the crib.
According to Watts' friend, who captured the cell phone video sometime after 7 last night, it shows at least one police unit parked in front of the home associated with the boyfriend and a couple of officers in the front doorway.
I'm creeping. I'm just going to keep creeping back and forth.
In the video, we can see CMPD officers at the home. We reached out to the police department and we were told that they couldn't confirm their involvement. We're also still trying to learn if detectives have talked to Dunmore and where he is now. Neighbors of Dunmore, who are also cousins of Watts, describe him as helpful, but they also admit they don't know him all that well.
He's not on no social
Located
media.
on social media.
You cannot, he's a guy that you'll see around in person, but he's not on the social media
So
at
you
all.
will actually have to know him to know him.
A lack of information is what those close to her say is frustrating. A group chartered a bus from Southern Pines in Moore County to Charlotte Wednesday with the goal of getting answers from CMPD.
Whatever it takes, however long it takes, we are going to find Alisha. We are going to do whatever we need to do. We just wish that we had the help of law enforcement to kind of help us along, but we're going to do whatever we have to do.
That was the video. And I want to get right into this because I said a couple of things yesterday Whereas, like I said, I don't want to condemn the man and stuff like that, but for some odd reason, the police are keeping their mouths tight-lipped about this whole situation. You seen the people came down there. The lady seemed like she had some frustrations and stuff. They ain't really giving them no definite answers or something to cling on to. And I understand their frustrations. But I think, honestly, like I was saying, he was found in Anson County at a DMV parking lot, sleep. Now, I don't know, not sleep, but just unresponsive. We don't know his medical condition. Now, unresponsive can mean anything. It could have been he was so drunk he was passed out. They knocked on the window, he ain't answer. That's unresponsive. You know, or like they had to really shake the car or something. He was in a deep sleep. So we don't know what the unresponsive is. We don't know if he was comatose. We don't know. We don't know if he's hospitalized. Same thing. But he was in a different county with her car. Now, before I really go into why I think he is the number one suspect, he has to be the number one suspect. Because, just wait, I really want you guys to see this. Check that out. Let me move over a little bit. Can you guys see that? See what's circled right there? I'm going to read what's circled to you. Especially the bottom part. I'm going to read the, where it says, her friends, where up here it says a man identified as her boyfriend, James Dunmore, was found unresponsible in the vehicle and taken to the hospital. But look what it says down here. There were several things, like he says, her friends and family told WCNC Charlotte that Dunmore had a live-in girlfriend, right? Who moved out. They also said that they saw red flags upon meeting Dunmore. Listen closely. There were several things he would say or do to us that were controlling. But to her, it was, he loves me. Lauren Blue, Watts' longtime friend, said. Hill had a similar impression. He came off as a weird individual to me. Hill said, his eyes, my sister, when she see him, the first thing that came out of her mouth is he has sneaky eyes. Says family members said Watts was going to the comedy show Bojangles at the Bojangles Coliseum on the weekend of July 16th to visit Dunmore. Unclear if Watts ever made it to the show. Now, that right there got me to thinking. If he had a living girlfriend, right? An ex-girlfriend. She's coming down here. Regardless if the girl had to leave or not, usually situations like that, it builds some type of animosity between two people, a lot of times who never met. Envy is something, people, you know? And I don't know if they got into it or he got busted in a lie or something, but she's not here right now. Now, I'm going to get back to him. Now, the police ran up in his house. It was a lot of them. If you notice, it was daytime and then it was dark. They was in there looking for something, or they found something that they think is instrumental in solving this case. You know, in finding Allisha Watts. Now, I want to point this out, and this is the main reason why this video. He's the number one suspect, and I think either he did it, which I'm 80% sure, or he knows he was there when it was done, or something was done to her, and he knows who did it. Now, that's the 20%, but I think he's the main person. Because I'm going to tell you something. A girl is missing. The cell phone they have. GPS data they have. You in the car they have, sleeping in an unnamed area in Anson County in a DMV parking lot. That's how he got caught, passed out. Now, I don't know if he was sleepy when he was driving or whatever, and he had to stop. All type of different scenarios, what unresponsive is. But the bottom line is, if he goes to an interrogation and they ask the basic questions, it's going to be hard for him to not answer them. I mean, to get out of this. Now, looking at his house, he got a nice house. I don't know if he owns it or rents it or whatever, but he looked like he got a little bit of something good going for himself. He might be able to afford an attorney. But I'm telling you right now, when they get to asking him basic questions like, where's Alisha? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? She came down here to see you. You got her car, so that means you did see her. She made it to the destination. You know we got this GPS and all this other stuff. Why do you have her phone and she is missing without it? That's the big thing. Common sense. Nobody leaves their phone unless they're Carly Russell. But we're not talking about that. Seriously, she's a businesswoman. I'm a businessman. I keep my phone with me everywhere I go. If I take a nap and I want the phone to not be loud, I'll put it on vibrate and put it in my hand and hold it on the pillow while I sleep. Your phone is an extension of your hand, especially when you're doing business and clients can call you at any time. She has a professional job where she can be on call. People can call her. Clients can call her. Emergency can arise. She deals with, in the medical field, helping people. I don't see her going anywhere without that extension of her hand, that phone. And that's real. I mean, seriously. Why you got the phone and she been missing all that time for 2 days? What are you going to say? She's somewhere else and she left her phone? She would have called or something. It's not going to add up. He's going to have a lot of different routes he can run off with answering the question, but the roads are going to lead nowhere. I don't see him getting out of this unless he implicates somebody else. Now, they didn't already ran through his house. For all we know, he don't even know they did that. Because, I mean, you got to get a search warrant to go in the house, and you have to have a definite reason to why you want to enter his house and why you think he's a suspect. He's the #1 suspect. That's why they ran in the house. That's what I believe. I think yesterday, like I said, this case will be easier to solve who did something to her more than if she's found or not. He's in Anson County. That's the county between Moore County, where he's from, and I forgot the other county where she's from. It's in the middle, and it's a drive. So that's the midway point. I think in that area, if something bad happened, which I hope it didn't, she's in that area. That's ground zero for the search area. Because he stopped there. They caught him. I don't know what time it was, early in the morning or whatever. But I mean, he was doing something where he stopped where he stopped. You don't just stop someplace where you don't know where you at. It had to be something planned out. That's what I believe. I mean, what about you? Leave me a comment. All in all, man, this is it seemed like a nice girl, was helping people, respected in the community, and to have this happen to her when all she was trying to do was give somebody a chance, who knows? But I mean, I do hope she make it back safely. And I know to her family, I know y'all are stressing and stuff, but let the police do their work. I mean, I know you want answers and stuff, but I mean, it's not like they're sitting there playing spades all day. Let them do what they do. Because another thing is, they might have information that they know for sure, but they might not be able to share it with people because if it gets on social media, it might mess the case up. That's just what I believe. But I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And leave me a comment. Tell me anything I said y'all agree with. Something strange here. He going to have a hard time answering the most basic questions. Because, I mean, the phone is the dead giver. Why you got a phone, bro? You know we can go there and get the records and all this other stuff. And you know, knowing him, he probably stick to it. But, I mean, criminals get caught doing the dumbest stuff. We'll see. But I'll see you guys in the next video.